Rich Ferguson here, and today I'm going to show you how to look like a badass with your ring. Alright guys, I've had a lot of requests on how to roll a ring across your fingers, and I see no harm in sharing this with you. It's not a guarded secret. It's really more of just a cool skill. Anyone can do it anytime. It's not that difficult. It's a lot easier when you have a ring that is symmetrical. There's no big gem sticking out. A clasp ring, for instance, would be difficult to do. A ring that's really skinny would be a little bit difficult to do as well. I'll do it very slow so you can see the mechanics. You're going to take your ring, you're going to pinch it between your first finger and thumb and let it dangle. And essentially what you're doing is squeezing those fingers together and having it cause the ring to leverage up. You can also dangle the ring and have it swing back and forth as well. It's the same kind of thing. Now, one thing to keep in mind is you're only holding the ring barely. It's almost about to fall. You're not squeezing it hard. That's a key. Then what you're going to do is squeeze the fingers together to get that ring to roll up part way. The next finger is going to pinch the side, and you'll see that there's a gap in there. So what you're going to have to do is transfer your first finger to your middle finger so it touches there. So now your thumb can go free. So there's a little bit of choreographing with finger movements. So you're going to rotate it up. The next finger is going to go across and clip it so that it's being held. And in a flash, that finger that's inside the ring is going to go across, pinch, and then the finger on the outside could let go. And you're going to repeat that process. Now I will also add that to make this a little bit quicker, you could almost throw the ring across instead of rolling it. It's just a slight toss. And that's the gist. So you're going to go from finger to finger to finger doing the same type of thing. So once you have that basic feel down, you're going to cheat a little bit. Watch very carefully as the ring goes across. It gets clipped here, but instead of switching this finger back and forth, I'm literally just going to let the ring drop off my thumb, and then it's caught at the last second because this inside edge of the ring, inside between the two fingers here, naturally catches because look at the distance between my fingers. Right here the ring can fall, but when the ring is sideways, it can't because it's too fat. So your fingers are going to be between this distance and this distance at all times, never further. If it's further, the ring is going to be dropping on the ground down below. So if I open up my fingers too wide, the ring can't stay. And if it's too tight, it can't roll. So you're going to find that sweet spot. Now to get the ring to go from hand to hand, that's just an additional skill. You're going to go back and forth. And then right when you get to here, the same situation applies, but you're out of fingers. So you're just going to take back over with these fingers right here. Same thing. And then it continues. Right here is this little sweet spot. And on the ends, same thing. You can put your hands over the top and do this whole around the world thing I invented. So it's going to be the same type of thing on the end right here. You're just going to have to get a feel for what it's like between each finger, especially when you're going from hand to hand. It seems crazy, but I promise you, if you get out a ring that's the appropriate size and try it, it's not that difficult. People call this the ring roll, ring rolling, the Griffin roll. There's a lot of names for it, but it's just a really rad thing to do when you're at a poker table or just out and about in public and you just have your ring and you're just twirling it. It just gives you something fun to do with your fingers. I'm one of those kind of people that always has to be fidgeting and doing something, and this is fantastic for me. One more time up close. Now what's interesting is I add a little flair at the end. I kick out beyond the pinky as if the other hand's going to come around and take it back over. But even if I'm only doing it with one hand, I still kick out the end with a thumb and the end with the pinky because it just gives this illusion that it's going further. So you don't want to start here and just go across those fingers. You want to go all the way out to the end, out to the pinky, and exaggerate what's going on. It looks a lot cooler. So that's the Griffin roll for you, or the finger roll, or finger rolling, or ring rolling, whatever you want to call it. It's very sexy. You can do it with both hands and go across. Have a blast. Please subscribe to my videos. I very rarely do just tutorials on here. My channel is devoted to pranks and social experiments, magic, mind games, and so much more. So please look at the other videos on my channel. Please comment down below. Thank you so much for the support. And that's it. Catch you guys next time.